A man used a key to unlock a wardrobe, then crouched down and stepped inside. After spending 2 full hours in there, he pushed the door open, but the clock on the wall showed only 1 minute had passed. He immediately realized this wardrobe could steal time. That morning, he had a big exam, and he hadn't even started studying. He grabbed his textbooks and went back into the wardrobe, cramming for an entire day inside. When he arrived at the exam, he confidently wrote down the answers he'd just memorized. But his classmates kept staring at him. His beard had grown ridiculously thick overnight. Someone asked him what his secret was. He just smiled and said he was a time management master. Thanks to the wardrobe, he always had more time than everyone else. A guy who used to barely pass, graduated with top honors, and landed a job at a Fortune 500 company. At work, he was a superstar. Tasks that took others a month, he finished in one night. Promotions and raises kept coming. His boss even threw him a celebration party. But the side effects of using the wardrobe started to show. This guy in his 20s began growing gray hair. Playing ball with his son left him out of breath. One time, a coworker just lightly patted him on the back, and he collapsed. The doctor was shocked after running tests. He was only 28, but he'd had a stroke, something that usually only happens to the elderly. That's when he realized, even though time moved slowly outside the wardrobe, his body kept aging inside. If he counted all the time he'd spent in there, his real biological age was probably over 50. Now terrified, he hid the key at the bottom of a box and swore never to use the wardrobe again. But without the extra time, work became a struggle. A coworker told him he wasn't on the next promotion list. He was so close to becoming CEO. Once again, he was torn. In the end, he couldn't resist. He told himself, just one more big deal, make enough money, and then stop for good. He dug out the key, opened the wardrobe, put the key in his pocket, and carried a box of documents inside. The door closed behind him, and time inside started racing. 7 hours later, he finally finished all his work. But when he tried to leave, the key was gone from his pocket. He reached down, there was a hole in his pocket. Through the keyhole, he could see the key lying on the floor outside. Just then, his son ran into the storage room looking for him. The man pounded on the door and screamed for help, but through the crack, his son was moving in slow motion. Time outside was hundreds of times slower than inside.